Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are discussing Adam Smith's theory of value, which is a much requested topic. So let's get started with the video without wasting any time. The diamond water paradox is a very important paradox given by Adam Smith, where he distinguishes between value in use and value in exchange. Now, what is value in use? Commodities that are consumed because they have some value or utility comes under the category of value in use, which is like car, milk, bread, etc. But value in exchange refers to those commodities which has a higher exchangeable value, but unlike air and water, they can be exchanged. Air and water are very essential for life, but they cannot be exchanged. Whereas diamond, which is not essential for our life but has a very great exchange value, so it is value of exchange. According to Adam Smith, the first condition a commodity should satisfy to have a value in exchange that it should have some use or some utility. Second condition is that it should be scared relative to its demand. And whatever demand is in the economy, the commodity should be relatively scared to it, but the supply should not be rigid. That means we can increase its supply by increasing the production. Next is market price and natural price. So he also gave the concept of market price and natural price, whereas market price is observed in short run or in a shorter span of time, and it is determined by the market forces of demand and supply, and it also keeps on fluctuating due to the random variables or random changes that occurs in an economy. But natural price is a long run price, and market price gravitates towards it, and it occurs in the absence of any outside disturbance. It is also based upon the cost of production. So whatever cost of production has been involved in producing a commodity, that will create its natural price. How natural price is determined or measured? So according to Smith, value is measured by wealth, and there are three sources of wealth, which is land, labor, and capital stock. Wealth is equals to wages plus rent plus the profit. Smith theory of value is based upon cost of production approach. So whatever cost of production is incurred in producing a commodity, that would be liable by creating its value. Now, the theory basically answers the following question. First is how to determine the real measure or exchangeable value or real price. Next, what should be the unit of measurement? What are the different parts of values the value is made up of, and at what level should it be fixed, or what is the absolute value? Why is that divergence between natural price and market price? Why market price is equals to natural price? First assumption, it is an early stage of society. That means only labor is a factor of production, no other factor of production, not even capital stock. Labor is only factor of production. Capital is non-existence or negligible. No appropriation of land. That means no land division or land policies or land laws. Okay. Next is no gestation lag in the production. According to Smith, in such kind of society or early stage societies, labor is embodied in the production of goods and provide the rate at which they should be exchanged. The measure of value is in terms of labor embodied in its production. Okay, for example, let's consider an example. There are two hunters, A and B. Okay, and there is no other factor of production apart from the labor itself, so they'll use the power of hands. Hunter A hunts bear, hunter B is hunting deer. Okay, hunter A is hunting a bear and hunter B is hunting a deer. If it takes 2 hours to hunt a bear, and if it takes only 1 hour to hunt a deer, that means 1 bear is equals to 2 deer. Of course, to hunt 1 deer, it is taking 2 hours. Okay, and to hunt one bear, it is taking 2 hours, and to hunt one deer, it is taking 1 hour. That means the ratio will be 2:1, or you can say 1 bear is equals to 2 deers. So it is based upon the amount of time that is spent in hunting, that is the labor embodied in the hunting process. Now, the measure of level of value. The amount of labor can be bought with the commodity. Okay, so if you want 2 hours of labor, that means you need to give 1 bear to them, or else you will give 2 deers to them. If you want 1 hour of labor, that means you will provide them 1 deer. So measure of value is equals to the labor command. For example, if purchases beer, he has actually purchased 2 hours of labor. If he wants to hire labor for 2 hours, that means either he can pay in terms of 2 beer, this is beer, or 1 deer. Sorry about the spellings. But this exchange also depends upon the wage rate and rate of profit. In other words, it is the amount of labor which commodities natural price command. That is, labor embodied is a commodity when the profit is zero. So yeah, this is all about next is labor embodied is equals to labor command. This is one of the very important observation of his model, that labor embodied is equals to labor command. After justifying this with an example, you can say that whatever labor embodied is equals to labor command. Labor command means whatever amount you will pay to hire that much amount of labor or that much hours of labor. Now, limitations of this theory. First, measure of labor embodied becomes complicated when other factors are included, because we are considering other factors as constant. That means the theory is working, but in case when other factors are included, the theory will fail. Value cannot be due to labor alone, but it includes other factors like capital, like land, etc. The labor wage rate falls, labor increases, and surplus is generated. Okay, surplus, whatever surplus is generated is being invested into capital accumulation process, and which eventually leads to growth, like capital accumulation or investment, and that will results in economic growth. Smith could not explain how natural price is fixed. This is price, how natural price is fixed and at what level it is fixed. So these are the certain limitations of his model on which grounds his theory was criticized. In the next video, we'll be understanding theory of value given by Ricardo. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.